Shalom and good day. This is Tehillim29 back again for some indie comic reviews. And in these indie comic reviews, I'll be covering Assorted Crisis Events issue 8 and Powers issue 5. I'll now get things ready and organized for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So, first things first, does this cover in any way, shape, or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It certainly does, as we follow this unknown male in this particular story. And we get to sort of get to see a bit of an outlay or a play of his life. Not only that, we also get this learn a little bit about what they did career-wise, to which I give this cover an 8 out of 10. Now it's time to move in to the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So, as the story begins, we get to see this estranged man. We don't know who he is, nor do we know his name, but we do know that he's got a bit of a drinking problem right now. But if it's something else that I'd like to add, is that the paper for this particular issue is almost like an old-style comic paper. As we slowly move towards the middle of the story, we get to see some of the things that he's sort of played a part in his own life, and also things that he's encountered in his own life. We get to learn a little bit about his past, moving into the present, until we move to the very end of the very book. And this is something that really caught me off guard, as almost as if the creator of this story is also thanking his audience for picking up this story. But I'd like to see more issues of this Assorted Crisis Events, because each one is different than the other, and it's like following an anthology of many different stories over many different characters that take part in this universe. So for the internal art, I give it an 8 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. So first things first, does this story give us anything time-wise? Not really. Next is the location. Well, if you look on the blurb on the back, we learn that it sort of takes place in a type of red light district in this particular comic universe. Next is the cast of characters, to which we don't actually know the the character's particular name. But overall, did I enjoy this story? And sure enough, I did. To which I gave this story an 8 out of 10 because of, well, what we got to see at the beginning, the middle, and of course that last page, to which the artist is expecting you, the reader, to do some art on the last page, almost as if to show that this story isn't finished yet. But you know what? We'd like you to be a part of this story too, and that's why I give it the 8 out of 10. Now it's time to move into Powers issue 5. So, as we move into Powers issue 5, does this cover in any way, shape, or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In some essence, it sort of does, to which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So, as the story begins, we do actually get the return of Dina Pilgrim, along with Detective Cutter. And as we continue to move towards the middle of the story, they are still investigating what has led to these crimes, to these people getting these certain shots, basically removing, I guess, some of their body parts, but shaped as a circle. And last but not least, towards the end, and I'm wondering if maybe Christian Walker could be returning to this series, even though we've heard of something in relation to him at the beginning of this, at the beginning of the issues. I'm wondering if he might actually end up making a return. For the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. So first things first, do we get anything time-wise, which we have 89 minutes ago being used? The locations, which we have a Legacy Star Labs. And last but not least, the cast of characters consisting of Dina Pilgrim and Detective Cutter. My overall rating for this story is a 7 out of 10. It has actually taken a while for this story to begin to lift up in its quality. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.